Alright, we might as well start. Welcome. Hopefully I got everything set up. Okay, welcome everyone. I hope you're going well. Good evening and good news. We're doing a release tonight. So yeah, these 3 bugs are all fixed. We're gonna essentially just them out and yeah, I'm happy. This is good news. This is brilliant. Alright, first things first. Any socks? Nope. Of course, hopefully there's no popping. Socks, stop it. Alright. Hopefully there's no popping noise. I do apologize if there is. Socks just rubbed up against the microphone. And unplugging it and plugging in at the moment will probably cause my stream to crash, so let's not do that. I've already had those issues earlier as I was setting up before. Alright, so let's just close unpinned. Alright, cool. Let's first of all, let's open up our code and leave each stuff. And let's start editing stuff. Sorry, I'm just playing with the cube. Start at the back, close that. Let's also open up a terminal. Shove it over there, make sure I'm doing this. Go over here, let's just zoom in. Actually, let's open up a colorful one. Okay, let's CD into Nearbeach. Let's remove the bin files. Let's remove the disk files. Alright, we have to do that because of the release, so let's minimize all of this. Let's open up our package JSON. Let's get rid of this RC4. Alright, let's save that. Let's also open up our Nearbeach and our init in Nearbeach. Let's remove that. Okay. Now, what I'm doing, npm run prod, just a simple prod build, nothing spectacular. I don't foresee any changes whatsoever in the code. It's just that we always do this. This will take about 40 seconds, I do apologize. And hey, Nocturnal! Great news! I'm releasing 030 tonight, like right now. I'm excited. All right, everything's been built. Let's double check our instructions. So yeah, it's coming along. I've got to close these. I've got to do the release and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's getting there. All right, so we removed the build, removed the dist. We version numbered those two. Compile the, yep, all right, do a shakeout test, make a weird. We don't need to do this at the moment because it hasn't changed any of the build files. We need to make sure that I am in the proper, so source. Oh, I didn't hit tab. So we're in the proper Python virtual environment. We copy this, we paste this in, it does its own thing. And then we copy this. All right, ASOX. And that will tank my stream. All right, I do apologize. But in the meantime, let's go sites Nearbeach, let's do git status, git add, everything, git commit. Update version numbers to 0.30.0. And let's push those. Ooh, already on 2% drop frames. Oh god. I don't know why it happens so much whenever I'm pushing up to up here. It shouldn't take that much longer. It's only 15 megabytes. Come on. At least the frame rate has dropped back down to just under 2%. Sorry, I'm just sore shoulders today. All right. PY. Still on that. That's fine. That can take a couple of minutes to update. But in the meantime, I am just refreshing the GitHub page and I'm going to do a release. I'm actually moving this over onto the side screen. So don't worry about that. But in here, we clicked on the wrong thing. So let's go back to the code. Let's create a new release. Okay, choose tag. What we're doing, alpha 0.30.0. Create that tag. And then development alpha. Boom. All right. Bug fixes. We've got near beach 1041. In fact, I could just do this. Oh, we kind of don't want to do that, but so I'll clear that up in a minute. Actually, it's just going to be easier if I pull this back here. Back to issues. Let's copy this. Back to GitHub, paste it in. The one reason why I'm going to get rid of this is because I can't my thing to allow read only. So what I want to do is get rid of these. All right, cool. Publish release. All right, I'm happy. I don't know why that's still stuck on that one. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I've got to log in. This is annoying. Need my auth app. All right, logged in. Your projects. Last released 4 minutes ago. Manage. 4 minutes ago. That should be the main one. So manage. We definitely don't want to delete. Okay, settings. Oof. Yeah, I don't need to. I don't need to get an increase. Potential total size limit. Not at the moment. I can delete older versions. All right, let's have a look. Near beach. It's still saying the old one. But it's saying a new one up here, which is good. Okay. It's probably just taking a little while to do its thing. But that's fine. So we've just released Near Beach. Now we've got to do the Docker stuff. So if we open up the Near Beach Docker, we've got to edit what we've done recently and reconfigure what we've done. Close that. We've got our Docker file. I'm trying to remember where we've got release candidate. It's probably just going to be easier just to type in RC up here and use the search. So this one, that one's fine. We'll probably, yeah, in the next week I'll be focusing on this Docker file base. Limit no. So we've got our Azure stuff in there. Oh, which reminds me, that was a bug. Let's jump into here. Let's go into Near Beach. Let's go into requirements. And we've got those there. So I don't think these are needed anymore. Also, we need to get rid of that. So we'll save that. So the requirements is Near Beach 030.0. In fact, let's get rid of that completely because I don't want to edit this in multiple places. Okay, I'm going to close all. Docker YAML image. Okay. We'll need to uncomment these. So name, build, and push the latest. Near Beach latest. Yep. We'll get rid of the RC3 from there. We'll get rid of the RC3 from there. Oh, sorry. No bad stuff we're not doing anymore. Because we just couldn't get it to work how we wanted it to. Now, we're happy with that. We're happy with that. Happy with that. CDN. Ooh, yes. Oh, we were going to do something smart with this. Yeah. All right, I'll need to update my Azure code. I need to, all right, so what I need to do is, for the moment, oh, sorry. All right, so what I'm actually thinking of, instead of having to update this every single time, is we can get the Near Beach's version, and I forgot how to do that. So Python get package version. But we don't want to do it outside of Python. We want to do it inside of Python. Isn't it just called version? Oh, you're probably 100% correct, and I didn't realize it was that simple. All right, so this is push. Let's do Python 3 manage shell. Let's test it out. So if I import Near Beach under version under. Near Beach dot. Yeah. cool. In your init file or something, let me have a... Yes, I do have it in the init file. So what I want to do here is I want to turn this into an F string. And I want to put in brackets here, near beach dot under version under. Now I do want to double check that. Is it all meant to be lowercase? Okay, cool. Sweet, that's perfect. And then all I need to do, isn't that going to be in the near beach already? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm just trying to think now. Could I get away with just underscore version? So you want import underscore version as version. All right. From dot import. Have I spelled version right? V-E-R-S-I-O-N, yep. All right. For some strange reason, it looks just wrong to me. And then I just get rid of this. Oh, and I just need version. Oh, okay, cool. Because, yeah, this would be an ocean suite. Oh, no, we're in the Docker files. So we might need to actually import near beach here. No, where did I put import from? Oh, I don't know. All right. Whilst I'm waiting, why did I open up the? Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so we don't need those anymore. We've gotten rid of those. Yeah. From near beach, import under version as version. I'm just gonna double check that before I push anything. Cannot import version. That's fine. Sweet. All right. Cool. So it doesn't like the capitals. That's fine. So we just get the version into the settings file, which is what we want. And then down here, it will just key it in. So if we do something like this, paste it into here, we are getting the CDN path, which is what we want. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you very much, Nocturnal. We don't need this stuff anymore. Sorry, in Python, generally, if it's a const, you put it in uppercase. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why actually, I tell you what, we can do that then. That way it at least stands out. We want that. In fact, technically we don't need this, but I think I just want to keep it in just in case for the moment. All right. So just double checking everything. So RC, let's look at 030. We should see it only in the images here, which is great news. I just want to double check the code because there's no real const. So if you put in an uppercase, then it tells people not to. Fair enough. Yes. Yeah. That's actually quite smart. I've never heard of that. It needs to be on a t-shirt. My variable's in uppercase. Don't fuck with it. Alright, so requirements. We've got rid of everything here. That is fine. The README hasn't changed. Manage hasn't changed. Docker base, that's in here at the moment. I've got to work on that properly. So we're still using the oldish method. Or have I updated this? New beach base. No, I have updated it. Oh, okay. New beach, target branch equals main. Yep. And then set up and run server. That's all good and dandy. So we've got the migrate, we've got the unit admin, we've got database complete. Run server. All right. Oops, setting files. I'm going to close that for the moment. Now, one thing I do want to check. Did this actually push successfully, and what did we push? No, it didn't. Okay, not a problem. So I might revert back to Dockerfile for the moment, just so that I can work on the Dockerfile base and the Dockerfile post-launch, just because I don't want to introduce any more complications. Let's just say I've been having a buggy day. Things aren't working. Yeah. But it's documented, so I can easily get back to it. So git status, git checkout. Let's check out the Dockerfile. I'm just going to remove the Dockerfile base because it's in the other one to stop confusion. So, yeah, it's just... My mistake today was a bit silly. However, I've had stuff just not wanting to save today. I've had stuff just not wanting to... For some strange reason, I was in debug mode in Umbraco and then .NET 6 just crashed. Or something crashed. Which is really weird. And I was like, oh, I'm on a time frame, I need to get this all done. Anyway, I'm trying to think what else we sort of edited extras. I don't remember what extra is, but example, we've got some, I need to actually start editing some more examples and stuff, so forth like that in there. All right, so I'm happy. So git add everything. So git commit release 0.30.0 for Near Beach. So we're pushing the workflow, the settings, and the requirements. Good. All right, so I should be cleaning up these. And I should be going to Near Beach Docker. And actions. Did I push it? No, I haven't. And then I've been forgetting to push my code. Oh, rejected. All right, git pull. I probably... Oh no, you have divergent branches and need to specify how to reconcile them. Oh god, I hate the fast forward stuff. Okay. Let's merge them. Ooh, all right. So we got a couple of conflicts. Not a worry on our. All right. So let's have a look. Name, build, and push the latest. All right, so this bottom one is what we want to delete. I don't know if there was a better way to do that. As for this one, oh, there was. This way. Yeah, I know. I just saw them. All right, which is incoming? A current change. Accept current change. Accept the current change. All right. Ah, cheers. Thank you. All right, that one should be saved. That one shouldn't have result in merge editor. All right. This is just current. All right, that one's done. Requirements text. Accept current change. Accept current. Current. I'm just going to open up this cd nearbeach docker git diff git status. Oh, all right, cool. All right. You have not concluded your merge head after. Git status. All right. Get status on main brand. You're ready, blah blah blah. You have 1 and 3 different commits retrospectively. Git pull to git pull. Git commit first. Managing merge conflicts. Git pull. Git push. Done. All right. And this is running. All right. So the next thing I want to do, I'm gonna have to change. Oops, I wanted to actually keep that open. I am going into console AWS. I'm just going to change to the secret screen. Bear with me. This is something I will automate rather quickly. So I've been using Cloudflare to upload the files to as the CDN and all that kind of stuff, but the problem is it won't let me upload more than 100 at a single given time without having an API and all that kind of stuff. So to get around that, I have decided to just use AWS's S3 buckets for the moment. All right. I am pretty sure I can share this screen. So considering we haven't actually changed any of this, we're just going to rename this folder. Don't think I can do it in here. If I click on this, actions, rename, maybe move. How about cancel? It's probably just going to be, I'll try one more time in here. Properties, actions. All right. So what we're going to do, just create folder 0.30.0. Server-side encryption and all that kind of stuff. And what we're going to do is in here, we are just going to move these because they haven't changed. The static files haven't changed. So what we want to do, browse, nearbeach static 030, choose the destination, move. And it should be that much to move. So yeah, it's about 35 megabytes. And hey, Aiden, how are you going? How's work going? You're going on a trip soon, aren't you? If memory serves me correctly, or have you been? All right, here's Salt. She's been really, really good today. She's like, I kind of know what's going on. Oh, all right, there it goes, sweetie. These are from Aiden. Okay, she's got a few there. I'm going to Cornwall in 4 weeks. Oh, nice. I'm going to Sydney for a few days in a few weeks, which will be nice. So yeah, I haven't planned an overseas trip this year yet. I don't think I have the money. Got the time, it's not the money. When I say time, I've got, I think, nearly 4 weeks of annual leave. No holidays till October. Oh. See, one thing I like to do is I like to go on holidays when it's winter here. So like go to Bali or Thailand or something like that. So I'm not so cold. But for some strange reason this year, and I think this is because of the cycling and all that kind of stuff, for some strange reason I'm not feeling the cold as much as I used to in the past. I used to hate it when it was really cold. But nowadays, yeah, not so much. Hey, Max. Oh, you want treats too. Oh, sorry, buddy. Right.
Chew them. Don't just swallow them.
You had plenty, sweetie. Did you find the ones that fell down there? Ah, you did. Good girl. Same thing here, kind of going to Spain later this year to keep costs low. Ooh, nice. I used to know a few Spanish words and stuff like that. I just had no one to practice it with, and I've lost it. Absolutely lost all of it. So, bit of a pity. Alright, we shall get back to it. Alright, so we've moved stuff over into here, and now we're going to use the Cloudflare. I'm just going to secret screen this as I log in, just because there has been time, and my phone number has popped up. Oh, and two-factor. Alright, I wish the two-factor was in alphabetical order. It takes me forever to actually find it. Oh, no. The next year I think I'm booked in for a holiday in Italy. Ooh, nice. Alright, I'm just going to my R2. And I'll zoom in a little bit. Alright, and then I wouldn't mind going to Tuscany, the food and the wine. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to Korea either for a proper holiday. Just because I was just working when over there, so I never really got to sort of dive into it. Oh, all right, yeah. Okay, so what we've got is the Near Beach CDN bucket. Now, one of the problems I have is I can't delete those. I've got to set up the API to actually manage this and all that kind of stuff. Bit annoying, but hey, it's fine. I was meant to be going to Pisa to visit a friend, but didn't make it due to strikes. Aw, damn. It takes me so long to actually get somewhere. All right, keep forgetting if it's .com or .au. If I were to fly somewhere, flights, just give me flights there. All right, Melbourne. Let's say Tuscany. If I spelled that right. All right, Italy. Let's just pick somewhere in Italy. Fly. When. Don't care. Don't care. Confirm. Search flights. I just want to point out how long it'll take. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, getting to New Zealand and Bali is easy. It's 5 hours. But yeah, getting anywhere, they don't have flights. Yeah, it takes ages. So it takes me about 14 hours to get to Thailand. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, Socks, are you staying on the desk or are you just doing a thing? Alright, so what we want to do with this is we actually want to merge data in. So this is where we do data migration. We're migrating the files, and this is where I do have to put on the secret screen. So we've got our bucket name, which, you know, surprise, surprise, near beach static. We've got our access key and key ID, which I don't want to give out because that's direct access to the thing. We want that. I need to generate R2 tokens. Don't know. That is a good question. I will have to check after stream. Actually, I can check right now. No, skip files. Next. Don't save. Just making sure everything's fine. All right, I can share the screen. So essentially, I just have to log in and all that kind of stuff. I should definitely shut that. And then I just need to migrate the files. So it's been somewhat easy, but it's not a direct path. I do still want to use Cloudflare. I do know it is, yeah, I've just got to set up the API. But that being said, it's only going to be probably costing me 12 cents a month because of the S3 stuff. So, yeah. I'll attempt to fix it. It should. Oh, yeah. Cheers. Thank you very much, Aiden. Wonder what happened in May. Don't know. All right, so this is ready. Let's just hit migrate files. Oh, wait, it's pending. Still pending. All right, I'm gonna leave that there for a little while. Let's check on how this is doing. This will take half an hour. Hopefully Nocturnal, when we implement the base build, this won't take as long. I don't know, but something happened to another server I'm an admin on in May with that Discord bot. Oh, damn. All right. So we're happy with pip. We're happy with pip. Let's close these off. The other week when I was testing the 60+ broken bugs, oh god, I think that took me hours. Alright, so currently we've got 31 issues, but I think we've got a few major, but nothing that is actually blocking stuff. So we've got 3 major ones, which will be out in hopefully the first fix. May end up making my own replacement to it if it continues. Ah, yeah. Oh, that'll be neat. Okay, is this now working? No. API request failed. All right, I'm gonna do this again. Just give me 2 seconds. Migrate files. Actually, is there a way I can remigrate? No. Data migration. Migrate files. AWS. Got the key. Go next. Oh, it's on legacy notification system and it wants me to press a button to migrate it. Ah! Select bucket near beach. Oh, I've just lost the credentials, but not a problem. I will just create another 24-hour one. Create API token. Edit. Allow access to the list. I only want to give it 24 hours. Create token. Yeah, and once again, when I sit down and read the documentation around this, I will get the API set up. I've just also got to figure out where I'm implementing the static files. Yes, to overwrite. Let's go next. Let's... Don't save the passwords. Valid, valid. Let's migrate files. So... Finish. Okay, it's now processing correctly. Everything's working. All right, there we go. Yep. Just found a Python to notify when Twitch goes live. The entire code base is in the init file. Oh. Oh wait, that's not the file itself. All right. Some of us, you know, I used to code bad, so I don't blame anyone. Nocturnal, I don't know if I showed you this. This is because I had no one really teaching me how to do a lot of this, so I made assumptions. And the assumptions weren't correct. And this is the big assumption. Anyway, long story short, there's over 10,000 lines of code in here. And a lot of this code I've actually improved upon when I deleted it. It is a very big file. But yeah, I remember being like looking up how do I structure a Django project for GitHub and all that kind of stuff, and I just couldn't find anything that made sense. Yeah, the big file. Ooh. And this is why I deleted like 95% of Near Beach when I decided to rewrite it. I think the only big file now is the models file, and that tossing up whether or not to actually break that up. I don't actually, no, I do see myself actually adding a few more tables to it for some functions, but yeah, we'll see what happens. 0.30 was released. Alright, migrated files. So we should now have everything up and running. Now I just need to, as a sort of sanity check, I am jumping into my Azure portal. Generally I try and make files at top 300 lines. Yep, fair. It's a good number. I think there's a few 800 line files for Near Beach. I haven't figured out how I would want to split them. Sorry, I've just thrown the mouse and it landed on top of the door instead of just past the door through the cat. Now the cat's wondering where his mouse has gone. There you go. All right, app services. So I'm running Near Beach on app services, and I am using, which reminds me, I did want to actually go through the process of the data migration. but I'll need my Jupyter notepad. So at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm opening up the Docker Compose file, and I am changing just one line from near beach. Oh, I can't do it yet. Hasn't pushed my code yet. So I'm actually going to put that off to the side, and let's just use Jupyter. I generally do a concept per module and a sub-concept per file. Then it is as big as it needs to be. Generally, it doesn't get too big trouble. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I tend to, at the moment, put in every single method that is for that particular object. However, one of the files, the object data file, is getting a bit too big, and yeah, I just need to think what would be a logical sense of breaking this file up. So I could break it up to each of its CRUD components, which wouldn't be bad. Or yeah, I've got to think about it. Anyway, let's cd into sites, and then what I want, data migration, then source is in here too, and then Jupyter lab. Oh, Max, you just want me to throw the mouse. Ha! Ow. No. Alright. So one problem with being in this room is I don't get far to throw it far. Alright. Now, one of these files I don't want to open up on stream. Alright, I'm so glad it wasn't open because it literally had passwords and stuff like that in it. Yeah, an object is generally sub-concept. Yep, unless I'm doing something like a strategy pattern, then maybe a few objects. There's a few objects. Oh, fair enough, yep. Alright. I am... Is there a way I can actually do this in here? View, is there... Sorry, expand the... Increase the text size. I'll just do that. That seems to work perfectly fine. Hey Max, did you bring me your little mousey? He's like, oh, put it under the rug. Shift mouse wheel. That works. No, still doesn't work for me. That's something that just doesn't work sometimes. Even control mouse wheel. Nope. Sadly doesn't. Alright, cool. So there's a few components to this. So first off, what I did was I ran the new Near Beach on an empty database, and then I dumped its structure, and then made sure I went in and essentially removed all insert statements because I wanted an empty database, because I'm migrating data from one database into this. I don't need to actually worry about deleting data that's in this and overriding and stuff like that. Too many issues. So this creates an empty database. Absolutely empty. It's just the structure. Great. What this does is we've got our libraries. So we've got SQL Alchemy. We've got pandas, we've got a config parser, we've got NumPy, we've got the string in out. Cool. So first off, we want to get our config config parser. So that way we can actually retrieve our sort of passwords and stuff like that. And I will be writing up a blog post about this. So the next half of the stream, once I actually finish the deployment and so forth like that, we will be dealing with actually writing Umbraco components. So I can essentially, you know, blog this out. So we've got our source database, source user, password. We use the just a simple connection string like this, and so forth, and we create it. This one line is commented out. It was just used for a tester. We've got the same with the destination database. So we've got a destination database, destination user, destination password, destination host, same sort of thing. And then that once again, that is the thing. So if you guys remember the spreadsheet actually really helps. So the spreadsheet sort of mapped out which sort of tables will need changing and which tables won't need to be imported and all that kind of stuff. So what I did was these are a single row here is a single table from the old database. It imports them all tables that are needed to be ported over. We're ignoring anything that doesn't. Then we've got the restructuring of data. So some data like the change task block, we actually renamed the column ID to change task block ID. For customers, we dropped the organization ID. For the document permissions, we dropped the opportunity ID, and we added in a column called Kanban card ID, with which we just passed through NP is NumPy, so not a number. Then with folder, we've got a new Kanban card ID. We've got card priority for the Kanban cards with the default of 2. So everything got shoved into a default of 2. We've got the column DF with the Kanban column property as normal. Object assignment had a dropped opportunity, but it also added these 4 column fields. And then we got object notes, which dropped the opportunity ID, and then permission set added tag with a default of 0. So anyone with the tag will need to go in there and actually apply the same permissions and so forth like that. Then we have the Django migrations table. So we've just got an CSV. So I grabbed this from the database. This is just the basic sort of stuff. So I grabbed this from the newly created database with the idea that this should match what the newly created database will look like. Same with this one. This is actually from the newly created database. And same with this one. And there's a lot of data in here. And then we go into the Django migration. So we tackle the Django side of things first. And then what I've done is, now I kind of wish I had an easy way to do this. And I was thinking when I was doing this, this would be a great tool for me to build if I ever wanted to, like, you know, build a tool which will help people to migrate data from one database to another. Whether or not those databases are the same or not, yep, it'll just do it. So the first migration is usually anything without a foreign key in it. And then the second migration is everything that had a foreign key in it but didn't need any other bit of data. And then the third migration is like, all right, some of this relies on the second migration, the fourth migration relies on the third migration, and the fifth migration relies on the fourth migration. And it was done. And that took me all of yesterday pretty much just to get this all figured out and how I'm going to tackle it and double checking everything. The problem is it was a very slow process. I needed to really concentrate and take this slowly. There were things where these were in single quotations, and then whenever I uploaded it into the system, it would actually cause problems with the Django migrations or something like that. Or whenever one of the funny ones was the Django migrations one, which is this one. Yeah, these were in quotation marks. So when I went to release on my test, it failed. It was actually trying to migrate the files and being like, those particular tables already exist. And I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was a little mistake on my behalf. But yeah, it got all done. And this process should be easy for someone else. So I spent all the hard work. I'll upload this, I'll upload the requirements. so that way other people could actually do this. So yeah. All right. Let's see where we are with this. Okay. It's still doing its thing. It's at the 28-minute mark, so we're pretty close. I am going to log into Near Beach. I'm just gonna... You can save notebooks as scripts, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Oh, cool. Yes. I've used Jupiter in the past, but more for just playing around, and I haven't actually done anything serious in it. So yes, thank you. I will keep an eye out for that. Because if it's in a Python script, I think people will find it a lot easier to do. Alright, sorry, I am just bringing up the self-hosting stuff. Let's go into Umbraco. I've got to also split this up and have tabs. A lot of this, like the background, yep. Sitemap, no, that can go in another tab. The header stuff, that can stay in here. The demo images, yeah, I've got to split this up. So, instruction list. So, just reading over this, I do apologize. I should zoom in for you guys. I wrote some for people who are not devs to get stuff done. Nice. Alright. I think this is the only change I need. Actually, there's one thing which I do want to put in. I'm glad I have this open. At the moment, I'm just going to put the Azure stuff in it because I haven't had a proper look at the Minio, if that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so we've got that in. We've done that. Might want to write a comment. Yes, yes. So I will do that down here. Okay, I don't think I need to change anything else. That's pretty much it. 10.11 is long time support. Minio seems interesting, though I found licensing confusing a tad. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I've got to play around with it and see how Near Beach will connect to it. So, yeah, if it's as easy as S3 with its IAM sort of API credentials, or as easy as, you know, Azure with its connection string sort of stuff, then yeah, definitely I would write up documentation and support it. Okay, I am just going to open up the front. Self-hosting. So we want it before step 5. And another thing which I've got to do, and this will actually happen, I've got this on my board to do, is I'm going to improve how I've structured up my Near Beach site. So this will be step 5. And how have we structured it? So step 5, Azure Blob Storage. Optional. Remove if you, I'm going to say this to people. Use your Azure Blob Storage to store files from Near Beach. Uploaded files to store. Uploaded files from Near Beach. Neo seems it's a dual license. Looks like it's just under AGPL. Use your Azure Blob storage to store uploaded files. I realized that, yes, my screen is cutting out half of this. I do apologize. Okay, users episode near beach. If you don't require Azure Blob storage, please delete these 2 lines. And I don't think instruction logo is working. No. Alright. So create that, move that up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit. And then all right, let's have a look. Perfect. All right, I am happy. I will need to add more content into this page a little bit later on. I do want to point users at the read the docs. I will need to update the read the docs to actually focus on, hey, if you want to deploy near beach, here's all the little components. Here's if you want this and that. Yeah. Another thing which I should potentially do is look at, and I could use either React or Vue or Svelte or something where a user will be like, all right, I want to host the database or something like that, and it'll build this up for them. Just because this is in component, it can be like, oh, what blob storage are you using? Oh, using this, using that, bang, done. Here's the 2 lines that you need. Oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. All right, cool. Fill out the secret keys and all that kind of fun. Without having to actually get the user to enter any details or whatever, because they'll be able to enter those details. Yeah. So I'm just fiddling with the cube. Okay, so we've done this. Okay, update Docker Compose file, write blog. I've got to do the blog post later. Update Azure code. Yep, done. I've got to do that in a minute. This is still running. Is it pushing still? It's been 36 minutes. All right, I can close this. Should be able to close this. I'm just double checking. Already using 164 things. I will need to get the API to delete all of these. Oh, this was a typo and a half. God, I can't believe I did that. I'll need to get the API to delete these, because I just can't delete them. Okay. So yeah, that will hopefully happen soon. All right. So we're happy with this. This will all get published. We're happy with the self-hosting. Happy with this. I'm just going to close this and this. I'm going to close this. Don't need this. This is done. All right. Waiting a few minutes. I should always wait a few minutes. Let's hit tag. There we go. All right. Let's zoom in. do a Twitter announcement. Let's put in like a party emoji and all that kind of stuff. Yay. Alright. And how much is the file size? Yeah, we can get that lower. Alright. So that has been released. Just got a new VPS. Oh, nice. All right, so I just done that. I am hitting save on my app server. Now, if I go into the logs, oh, that's just your regular logs. If I go into diagnose, they showed me this not that long ago under logs. Let's click on logs. New version has launched. Yes, just then. So, well, actually, it's been over the last hour and stuff like that. So, Docker has just been, the Docker version has just been released. So, yay! And hey, Steffi, how are you? I hope you're going well. There is one thing which I keep forgetting to do. I do apologize. Give me couple of seconds. This one, channel points, no. Thank you. Huh? I think so. Sorry, give me just a few seconds. Oh, yep. All right, cool. Let's actually go to prod.nearbeach.app. Now, the fact that it's taking a while to load is okay at the moment because it's probably downloading the latest version of Near Beach. Now, I thought this did it in the background and then did the switcheroo, but I could be easily mistaken. Could be that this deployment cycle doesn't do that whatsoever, and that it takes it down. So I was clicking on logs. Audit logs, no, file logs, count logs, show the logs. It's probably under diagnose and solve problems. And then I want application logs. So I'm just getting the application logs to see where it is at. This will probably 500, which is fine. The reason why is it still does take a little while for it to set up. Alright, that's fine for the moment. 1046. No module found named Azure. Ooh, alright. No, we probably have a problem. Damn. Okay, not a problem. We can probably fix this. So I think I can share this screen. Alright, if I pull this over, module not found Azure. So it's trying to import the default credentials and so forth like that. So requirements file, yeah, that's the one thing we did actually update though. So if we have a look over here. We've got our requirements here. We don't have it in here, but we do have it in the near beach stuff. So if we go to github.com, we have it in. We've got 2 requirement files. So we've got one here that has it there, and then we should have it under near beach, and we got it there. Now I'm just double checking the dates. 10:46. Yeah, that is 10 hours ago from now, which is UTC time. All right. That is annoying. I mean, quick fix. Put it in here. Just put it back in here again and then wait another 30 minutes. Is it running the old Docker version? That is actually a really good question. One way to find out, what I'll do, I'll actually stop my container. So it's currently stopping. All right, it's stopped. If we hit refresh, boom. Okay, if we hit start, starting up the web app. Is it running the Docker version? Yeah, all right. To answer your question, is it running the Docker version? Don't know. Hopefully. But doing this has in the past actually fixed this issue where it's still running the old Docker version. And then it'll take us about a couple of minutes to figure out what was causing this. All right, so I should be getting 1050. Full image taken, 0 minutes, 2 seconds, starting container file. Okay, not a problem at the moment. This sometimes happens. And then I want to refresh this. And I want to go to platform logs. Yeah, we've got the same error. All right, no problem. In here, we'll just copy this. Do the naughty. We'll commit changes directly into the main branch. Okay, so I should find out a workaround for this. But that's weird how it's like complaining about that. Yeah, I'll have to track that down. But our actions should start running now. And then we'll just override that Docker file. And then in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll bring down Nearbeach's app file, app service. So I'll just stop this for the moment, which is fine. So if we hit reload, boom, that's fine. Just means it will just take another 30 minutes. Not a problem. In the meantime, we've got other stuff to do. So some of that actually I wrote down. I'm glad I wrote this down on the whiteboard, but I did actually have it on the Kanban board, which I did want to show people. But not a problem. Not a problem. So, is it right on PYPI? Should be. I'm a bit concerned when I search for it, it's popping up this old version. When in reality, it's this here. Alright, let's... This is a very good point. Let's open up the terminal. Let's new tab. Let's do Novell. Let's CD. Let's make directory temp near beach. Let's go into temp near beach like so. Virtual environment VM. Alright, source, then, sorry, the little tick is really loud. Alright. Pip install near beach. It is downloading 030. Judging from this, it is downloading the latest version of Django. Judging from this. And that didn't take too long. Alright. Let's bump over into here. It's still installing all the things first. Alright, is it downloading? Your install doesn't have in Azure setup PY. It's just a Docker Compose file. So, essentially, almost the same code as the, can't type at the moment. Same code as this Docker file, except this is removed just because I don't need databases. I'm not. I've got an external database, but otherwise it's exactly the same as this. Yeah. And we know this works. One thing we can actually do is whilst we're waiting for this, because that will take forever, let's go back to the automation. Let's click on the last one. Let's click on the build. Because we should have the pip stuff in here. Should have pip installed somewhere in here. It should also install everything else. So when we pip install near beach, we get Django, we get simple JSON, we get pillow, we get URL lib, we got Boto, we got Boto core, we got JMIS path, S3 transfer, this one, SQL parser, typing extension, Python data utils, URL3, and yeah, you're right, we're not getting the Azure stuff installed at the same time. What the fuck? Alright, that is weird. We're getting Boto. We're getting everything else. If we... let's just do git pull first. you've just sent that. So pip install, will only install the packages in install requires. Okay. Yes, you're right. There's Django, Simple JSON, Pillow, URL, Boto. All right. Let's be naughty. Let's add it right here. Yeah, yes, it is. It is. Thank you very much. That would have taken me weeks to find out. But not a problem. It will be fixed in the next release. In the meantime, with the Docker one, that will override the bad files. Commit directly to branch. I know, bypass the rules. Commit message, added, Azure, required libraries to the setup.py file. And the fun thing is, I completely and utterly forgot that. I completely and utterly forgot this file was here. Quick, 0.1 release. Did I tell you about the, what was it? The 69th release. So finally released it. I was like, haha, 69. And then I realized that there was a massive bug somewhere that I just didn't spot. The instant I released it, I was like, now I've got to do the 70th release. Okay, use the read file, extract out version. All right, setup tools. Install requires all of this. Sweet. Cool, yeah. Thank you very much, Nocturnal, for spotting that. This one shouldn't be too much longer. So it'll take less than 30 minutes, hopefully. So we'll have it all fixed up. This is just unavailable at the moment. So I'm just going to close this, I'm going to close this, I'm going to close this. Yeah, I can close this, I can close this. I've had my own fun with setup PY in the past. I don't remember setting it up. Alright, this is bad. When did I actually set it up? History. I made a change at the start of the year. Oh no, at the start of last year. And then it originally got set up, setting up Git so it would work with PIPI. Alright, yep, that's back in 2019. Ooh, very close to an infamous date. I think I pretty much quit the university around that date. Yeah, I did. That's how long ago it was. Alright. Oh, I don't want to do stuff in Firefox. So now that that's doing that, what we want to do is let's have a look at the marketing site. So, implemented a code block. Let's run and debug this, so you guys know what's happening. So yeah, I do want to write a blog on how to deploy Near Beach now, how to migrate stuff, all that wonderful stuff. All right, so we've got a we're not too fussed about this. I've also got to restructure this whole entire site, but that will happen later. Let's do a release candidate. This was a test. So this is the code block. I need to fix this up. This is the alert messages. I think I might, I like that. I don't like the fact that it's taking up most of the page. I think max width will be better. I don't know what that white space is next to it though. Oh, whoops. All right. No, done it on the wrong thing. I want it on this. And then max width 500 pixels, like so. 800 pixels, I think is good. This code block, I will need to shrink. I don't want the height to be like that. I think that's good. All right. So let's jump into this. So I am just going to close that. I am going to go code block in here at the moment. I am going to get rid of this. And I am going to get rid of this. And that should fix that thing. As for, one other thing I should do, let's jump into the terminal. Let's npm run watch. I think it is. Yep, cool. So, Tailwind, quick search, max width. So we've got, let's do max width for, yep. So this is the code block. We don't want the code block. We want the alert block now. So this would be in here. So we've got the background, then we've got the container. Where did we put it? We put it on, not the container. We put it on the div. So in here. All right, cool. Oh, sorry, I should actually, so you guys can actually read. There you go. So another thing which I'll be doing is I'll be getting rid of a lot of this and having it just as alert. And then depending what type of alert it is, depends what will actually show. So if I duplicate this tab, and I go to Umbraco, this is what's been happening to me all day. Hey. Okay, just rebuilding it. No, I didn't need it 2 minutes ago. Cancel. The hell is going wrong? Everyone saw it working the first time. The PHP compiler for .NET and .Core. No. .NET Watch. Tough. Hang on. Open launch share. Alright, I'm just gonna quit. Give me 2 seconds, sorry. This is weird. Why do I all of a sudden need this? And why did my watch... Ah, wait, no, I know why my watch stopped working. Alright. Oh, this is my day. This has been my day. Pasted in a URL and it's like, oh no, it's suddenly broken. I didn't have that freaking thing before, so why do I need it now? It's annoying as hell. Alright. Might have to be on that one, which I do it. Okay. So this will go up here. Perfect. All right, another thing which I want to do, terminal this npm run watch. Cool, so that stays there. So what I should be doing is, should be pulling out a lot of these into the alert functionality. So that's fine as is, and then I can have alert whatever. All right, cool. So going into our code, let's minimize everything. Let's go into our source, that's just our JavaScript. Where import CSS. I don't have much CSS in here, do I? Yeah. All right, not a problem. Dot alert And then what we want to do is we want to cut all of this out. We want to paste it in here. And we just want to write something like add apply to apply this. And essentially, now this is just CSS, this isn't Sass. So I'm gonna have to do .alert.primary, I think. We'll test this out. And then we do @apply, and then I'm just pasting those out into. And then, okay, that I want to keep at that level. Text teal, I want to remove. Border teal, border top 4, border teal. All right, so we've got the alert, which is the basic sort of stuff, and then we've got the colors. So if we actually go to get Bootstrap, I know we're not using Bootstrap, I just want to use the examples. Alert. So this one would be, all right, cool. So technically not primary, that would be info. Okay, add apply teal. We don't need the border. We do need the border. Teal. We don't need the rounded. We need the text. We don't need this, and we don't need the shadow. So it's something simple. And then if we go into here, we should have alert. Alert, and then info. Then if we go over here and we hit refresh, we don't get the info stuff, but we do get the, now I might have done my CSS wrong here. Might be that. All right. I don't think it has any Sass in here, but it's worth a shot to try. Oh. No, it hasn't pulled through alert at all. Alright, I'm gonna have to find. Oh, it's Apple. Apply. Alright, so it's done that. And then if I remove this, paste it in. Perfect. However, I want to make sure that CSS class 2 classes selector. No, I want to have it so it's the same. Social dot first. All right. So alert's working. But info is not. It is a very annoying thing. All right. If I get rid of it, it'll work. It's not the child down or anything like that. It's literally just here. It should be just that. Unless it really wants me to do it like that. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm doing. It just didn't like the space. Alright. Cool. Well, now we can quickly set this up for everything. So what I'm going to do, Y3, actually Y4, oh, undo. I don't know how many of these I have to do it for, but we'll find out very quickly. So this should be primary, secondary. I am success. Alert. Oh, danger. Warning. Info, which we skip. Light. And then dark. One off. Alright. So all of that will work. So now I just got to pick the proper colors. So I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it. I am going to get rid of this. Don't need it. We just need colors. So colors. Let's go background color. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. So I don't know why I got rid of get bootstrap, because it does actually have examples. So we want like a blue, kind of like that. So over here, so primary, we've got teal. Yeah, we like it for that. I'm not going to use teal. Cyan. I'm going to use a sky. Sky 100. Ooh, maybe a little too bright. What was the teal 100? Actually, sky. So primary will be sky, and then sky, and then sky. Secondary. So with the secondary, we're using a gray. All right, let's scroll up. Let's go zinc. Zinc 100. Yeah, that's. Yeah, zinc. Zinc. All right, and then the green. I like the line. And then what we want to do is danger. We want that red. Oh yeah, a rose. Oh, that's warning. Whoops. Alright. Warning is we want those yellows. Amber. Let's just paste those in. Info. Info we're fine with. Light. Light will be pretty grey. Oh, how do they have it? They've got a not so dark. Oh. Slate. We could change these later. And dark. Now with the dark, I'm actually going to switch it around. I'm actually going to have the blue. I can do blue 100, background 900. Alright, cool. So we just saved that. Let's jump into the back end. Let's go to our blogs. Let's just create a single blog. Let's call it alert functionality. We do need to actually key in the template, which is not done by default, which I've got to remember to change up. These are all the structures that I've got to change. Background image. I need more images. Hero images. As you see, I've got a couple. Background top. Background bottom. Header text, alerts. Scroll down, latest news, just some alerts. So yeah, I've got to restructure all this so that inputting content is a lot easier. So let's do an alert block. Let's go primary. Primary alert message. And then let's just add in a few more. So secondary alert message. Secondary. Let's just success alert message. Let's just bang, bang, and bang. Danger. Gotta switch these around, but that's fine. Danger warning. Warning alert message. Info alert message. Alert message. And dark one. All right, let's go to the front end. Let's scroll up. Let's go menu. Let's go. I did save. All right, cool. Let's go to blogs. Let's go alerts. And one thing which I just remembered that I haven't done is I haven't put that in here. So what I want to do is I want to put in @alert type. I will get this to change depending what it is. Just not yet. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna hit refresh. Yeah, I definitely need to get rid of the that little icon. I like the icon in there, but I need to change its colors and so forth like that. Especially, it's very jarring on the red and green. But these alert messages work well. I'm happy with this. The the light message looks very close to secondary. They've got it as very grey type of thing in here. Let's change this to. Okay, so they've got something like that. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that looks nice. I like that. It's simple, easy. Room for improvement. Yes, definitely room for improvement. We might want to change that icon depending what it is. So let's open this up. Let's go icons. All right, we know we can change the stuff, but I was hoping. I don't know where they got this icon from. And I'm wondering if I've got an icon set in Umbraco. Button, icon name. Umbraco icon. Alright. Possibly not. We can get down to this easily, so it will be flex and then that. That's a pity we're not using SAS because this would be so much easier in SAS. So it would be .alert, .primary, will be lower. Oops, sorry, I should have just gone here. Flex, .flex, lower. And then PY1. And there's socks. Oh, you're just looking so cool, aren't you? Whoop. There you go. There's socks. It's okay, sweetie. There you go. You're on stream. And then div, and then it'll be easy just to do it as the div, and then SVG, and then what we want to do is we want to apply, and this is primary, so we want. I'm just going to remove this text TL. Suck, sweetie, you're literally just trying to destroy my work here. Good girl. Just gonna put that in there for a second. Just gonna refresh. So none of this should. Okay, so all of those. So the primary is teal. That one's black. That one's. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe if I just delete this, just hit refresh. Don't need it. Sweet. All right. Cool. Don't need that tail there. Just extra code that is not needed. Everything else is fine. I will, however, bang that like that and bang that like that. That is fine. So it's getting her little back scratches. Aren't you going to look at the camera and be like, hello? Okay. So I'm happy with the alerts. I mean, the light message we could improve on, but that's fine. I'm happy with the alerts. What else do I need to do? Implement a downloads block. All right. Tailwind download block. I want to see if they've got an example. So, quite used to this one already. I don't think there's a downloads thing here. We've seen this one before. I mean, I could utilize a similar thing to this, where, so for example, let's, instead of having it like this, download file, get rid of this, delete node, and then have the file name, like here. And then when people hover over this, I mean, socks, stop it. Come on, cuddles. You're like, much bang microphone. Socks, stop it. Sit. Yeah, I just need a design. I kind of like how it looks like the alert and so forth like that. Don't want to have something like that. No. I mean, we could do a button. No. I mean, yeah, we could. But I need to state what the person's downloading. Like, if we were to have that button and place it somewhere, like download file, and then have the button over here. No, even then, have it right next. Download file. File name. So that's where I got this idea from. Let's see. No. I mean, I could make it simple, like just a link on the page and so forth like that. Tailwind CSS download link. I just want examples. Alright, I can't think of anything fancy at the moment. Oh, what was that? Sorry. No. Components, alerts. Buttons. Yeah. Need something more inspired. Alright, Socks has just disappeared. Download. Table headers, side navigation, application. Alright, drop down, no. Let's download my downloads. That's just a drop down. Oh, snub bar stuff. Oh, sorry. What is the time? Oh, it's 9:40. Jesus, I should be leaving soon. All right, I can do a simple. Okay, we'll worry about the icons another day and stuff like that. That's fine. I think with the download file, we'll just have a header, download files, and then just have the files in there. I will probably have it similar to, I like the secondary type of thing. We'll pick a proper color, but I kind of like that. So we're going to go with a similar sort of structure in this sort of case. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy the alert block, copy. I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to rename it. Download block. All right, download block. We're going to edit a lot of this. We don't need any of that. We don't need that. In fact, that should be like that. That will work perfectly fine. Okay, so we don't need any of that for the moment. Now, download files. So input. That should work like that. Actually, no, this is going to be extra. And then what I want to do is I want to nick this. I want to I then want to get the colors. So let's go to the docs. Let's go background color. Let's find a nice color. I mean, we could reuse sky. We don't, or indigo, or violet. So apply, border, violet, blue. Okay. So that will be, we can close the alerts. Download block is download files. We don't need any of this at the moment. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Remove one tab. Download files. Okay, so what we want to do is in the back end, we want to create list components. This is where I need to clean this up. These should all be content blocks. Element type. Download files. Now we've got this as download block. So download block. So we download block. We need property. So we need content. We need to add a property. Actually, let's media. Multiple media picker. Multimedia picker. All right. Files. Oops, forgot to do all this, so download, down. I'm gonna pick the green first before doing that. All right, cool. So one thing I need to do, and it's sometimes easier to do it through this, so blogs, info, so blogs, child items, blog content, blog block list, and then we're just adding in this one. So list components, download block, save, submit. We don't need it. All right. So at the bottom of this, we should have a download block. We should add the files. So what we want is, let's say files. And then I just need to, give me 2 seconds. I just don't want to show the location. Data migration, SQL structure and requirements. And then let's say data migration, select. All right. So I've just uploaded them and I've just put them in here. I'm going to go save and publish. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto the front page. We're going to hit refresh. Now that did save and publish. This is what I've been having trouble with today. Sometimes this doesn't save. All right, it's saved. We've got 3 things in there. We should be seeing a downloads thing. Model equals model. Let's see if it gets here. No. Alright, so what we've got to do is we've got to go upstream to our single blog. Compositions. Compositions, single blog. And I'm going to put a breakpoint here. I'm going to hit refresh. So it hits that fine. 8. Find out what the last one is. No. Alright. So what I'm doing is I'm just hitting refresh. So yeah, there's been a lot of refreshing today just to get all this done. Let's just go over here. Let's go refresh for this. So now it's looking at that. Step over. We've got 9. All right, cool. I'm gonna remove this. I'm going to hit play. It's gonna go in here. As we know, I'm gonna step over it. Gonna hit play. Download files. All right, so it is purple. It's very, very purple. We can tweak this. I might not have it that purple. I might switch it to these colors. This is very quick and easy to do. So we've just done the dark thing where we've copied the violet. So we want 100 and then 900. And we accidentally left that on there. We will need that information in a minute. But that looks better. Download files. It looks very similar to an alert. We do want it to pop out. And now what we want to do is we want to click on this. We want to actually see how we can get to our files. So, I realize I need probably a bit more lines. Let's step into it. No, all right. Var header equals all right. Good. All right. Model. So we've got one called file. So what we could write is simple IEnumerable with I published content, I think, or I media. I think. Oh. Let's just go var. Var files equals model dot files. Done. All right. So down here, what we want, bang. We want if files does not equal null. If and files.any. And then what we want to do is, now I just want to double check what this is. Inspector. Ooh, hello. Oh, it hasn't finished. Let's just hit play. Text small. Let's just paste that in. I'm pretty sure that will be fine there. And then what we want to do is for each var file in files, and then var URL equals this, var text equals this, and I'm just going to put file in there. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of the top one. Let's hit save. Let's actually put a breakpoint over here. Let's hit refresh. So we've hit this. So we've got a file. Oh, we're still on this breakpoint up here. Yeah, alright. It didn't like the any. Give me 2 seconds. I need a ref equals at URL. Reopen. Target equals underscore blank. No. I keep forgetting what the new A tags are. For tags, no. I think no referencing or. What's the new attribute for You know what? I've actually got it in the beach itself. In the menu. Bang that out like that. What I want to do is I want to get rid of this URL. Rel, no opener, no referral. We want target equals underscore blank. And then what we want in here is the text or file title. File name, I should say. Get rid of this. Okay. It's making this really complicated for no reason. At file name, and then in the anchor tag, save. That should be fine. That should be fine. We just need file name. Save that. Let's put a breakpoint on up here. Let's follow it all the way through. Let's go back here. Let's go refresh. So here it is. All right, we're stepping over. We have files. So this does not equal null. Great news. Do we have files any? Didn't like that. At all. Alright, so let's get rid of the any. Let's hit reload. And thank you! Yeah, it's oh, which reminds me, updates requirement. Oh no, why didn't the build run? This is where we find out something silly went on. BuildX failed with error, failed to solve process, installed Python packages, pip installed requirement text did not complete successfully. Alright, not a problem. I will fix this up. So the requirements text didn't... Alright, let's have a look. But yeah, it's released, but there is a minor issue where we forgot to include a particular library and things are breaking for the Docker build, but we can just override our Docker images. It's saying this didn't install. Let's copy this. Let's go over here. Let's vim text. Let's paste it in. Let's pip install text. Let's double check this is installing perfectly fine. That installed perfectly fine. And this is the only change, because we added in these two libraries. And these have been in here before. Let's go history. There they are. Alright, let's just copy this. Let's go back. Let's go back. What if we find this? Alright, they're in there fine. So what the hell is going wrong? And what the hell was that bug? Is it a version of the Python issue for some reason? It shouldn't be. I just think I've been having lots of glitches today. As you just saw when I tried to click this, it all of a sudden went down half the page. Yeah, so I'll just rerun it, see what happens. It's a bit of a pity that this has happened. Worst case scenario, what I can do is I can cut down a few of the builds, but I don't want to do that. But that's half an hour. Well, anyways, how have you been? We're also working on the Umbraco build at the moment. Just testing it out why it isn't wanting to work. So got this running into here for each file and file. So we've got file. Now, is there a URL in here? Not too bad, trying to apply for jobs, so that's fun. Ooh, well, good luck. I do hope you get something quickly. And something you like. All right, I need to go into content. And then Umbraco file. So URL would be file.content.umbraco file. I still have my jobs. Need anyone for once move? Oh, for once you move. Yep. So trying to find one early. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Now we just need the name. Okay, so it would be the same thing. So it would be file, content, file name, right? Name. And then we'll hit save, we'll hit play. I'm going to ignore that. And I'm going to take that off. I'm going to hit play. All right, I'm going to hit refresh again. Oh, you accidentally put a thing there. Oh, well. Play. And there it go. Sweet, so we've got the download file to implement download block. I won't really need to implement the full size image. Implement warning block, we're done. Implement code block, we're done. Alright, I think it's time to rate someone. It is 10 o'clock. I do actually have to go to bed soon. I've got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.